today I'm working on this carving of Teddy Roosevelt, and it's been a real challenge. I've been working on it for a little while now, and it's definitely, it's not done. Still a ways to go. Probably filming this prematurely, but it's a difficult thing to do because likenesses are so what's the word? There's not a lot of room for error in likenesses. And I think part of that is that we all have this gestalt sense-making ability, this ability to see the shape of the human face and to distinguish it from another face. And if you think about it, that's a necessary part of being a human being. You know, you can see a little variation in two brothers who are maybe twins, maybe not identical twins, but you know, you can see that variation, that difference. And because of that, it makes our job as people carving faces a lot harder. So, you know, that's the beauty of this job. It's really challenging, and yet, oh, listen to the sound of that. You gotta love wood carving. That's a very it's satisfying process, but you know, it's a real thing. This has been a hard one, but I've really enjoyed getting to this stage, and it's like just so rewarding to get through a project like this and to finally start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. For so long, I wasn't seeing Teddy in this, and I'm just now kind of firing up the camera because I'm getting excited, and I'm seeing Teddy in there. So it's definitely a hard road. Carving is really a strange thing because you're creating something by removing something. And it's a totally different mindset than other forms of art. I mean, the only relatable art form I can think of is like stone sculpture, maybe other forms of carving. There are people that do set design. They carve foam. And there are these, you know, people out there that make film sets in a subtractive way, like sculpting. But I don't know, it's just a very unique thought process, a very unique way of going about making art. And the thing about it that's so unique is that once you've made a cut, you have to deal with it. You can't go back. You can't undo what you've done. And what's maddening about that is on a portrait, there's so little tolerance for error. If you mess something up, you better find out a way to fix that. You better find out how you can make something else a little smaller. So there's so many little tricks. And that's kind of, you know, some of what you learn over the years from doing this a lot. And yet it's still, for me, a challenge. And it's still a fun endeavor to try and figure out that puzzle of, you know, how do I get this to look like a person at a very basic level? Just how do I make this work? How do I make this look like a specific person? In carving, it's extra difficult. Probably one of the more difficult art forms, I would have to say. Although, you know, I'm not a pro at any other, and I'm really barely, I wouldn't even say I'm a pro in this. I'm a student of carving. And yet, you know, it's been a really big challenge for me to learn and continue to learn. I documented this project, and I'm continuing to document this as soon as I get off the camera with you guys. I'm going to continue filming this project, so I'm trying not to get too ahead as I talk to you, but as a part of my carving school, where I mostly talk about carving the realistic human face, you know, amongst other projects, relief stuff and other types of things as well. And it's really been it's a unique challenge to try and communicate how I think about this sort of stuff and how I kind of walk through it, and without getting too distracted by the camera. So luckily I've had a lot of experience filming and recording myself and making content, so it's become easier over time. It's still a challenge, and it's still something that can be maddening. And yet I'm grateful to be able to do it where I can get a good result, because for years it was really hard to teach and teach and carve at the same time. And obviously still struggling apparently, because you're kind of using different parts of your brain at the same time. So yeah, it's just it's a funny moment in a carving when you finally start to see it and you finally start to go, oh, that's what I've been working hard to get to. And even then, it's imperfect. It's like you kind of realize it as it comes, and you're as surprised as anyone else, even though your hands are the ones that did it. Maybe that's part of what's so exciting about art too, is that you feel as surprised as the viewer at the end of it. It's like, oh wow, that all came together. All those little cuts culminated to make something that's kind of cool. I don't know, I get really, I'm feeling lately, I'm just feeling antsy. I just want to get better at this. I just want to be a lot better at carving, and I want to see carving get more credit as an art form, because I really do believe it's one of the hardest art forms, and I think this should be a fine art form in the world, and I think it's considered that for sure. But man, I just think that I think the world of carving, and I feel like a total beginner most of the time when I'm doing this, and I like that about it. That's why I keep doing it, because it's just so difficult. It's so interesting. All right, well, I'm gonna get back to this video. I just thought I'd stop and say hi to you guys and let you know what I'm up to, and talk about why it's so hard to carve, and explain my woes and my excitements, and just kind of that turning point in a carving when it finally starts to become something. I just think that's an exciting moment. It's kind of fun to share. All right, guys, take your vitamins, take care of yourselves. Hopefully it's warm where you are. It's not here at this stage in the game, early spring. All right, bless you guys. Bye.